welcome to A Card Cat Made. On Saturday night I had the most fun joining in my first ever Stamp Wars. It was sponsored by Pink and Main and they sent us little packages containing these items. First of all, I had a roll of sky blue cheer foil. I had a pack of the amazing butterflies cut up foilables. So it comes with all of those items pictured there, all pre-cut, ready to go. And then I had some ombre toner sheets so that I could use up any reverse foil that I needed. And finally I had a stencil. It's a really pretty butterfly stencil and it's 2 pieces, but it's separated into 4 sections. So you can do 4 colours, but it's 2 different stencils. So I thought that was quite clever. And this is what I made during Stamp Wars. So I've used an ombre pastel in the middle there and on the big butterfly at the top, and I've used the sky blue on that butterfly down the bottom. I added a few bits of bling, and that's what I made while we were live. And then Nancy threw us a challenge that we had to use the reverse foil and one of the toner sheets while we were doing it. So I foiled it in black and that was the reverse that I did there. Now Nancy set us a challenge for our follow-up video that we had to use a paste of some sort and foil that. So I will be showing you that in this video. Now you can see there that if you put the stencils on top of each other, you can just kind of line up where everything's going to be so that you know that everything is going to be within your card. I just put little pencil marks down so I know where to line up each stencil when it comes to the new colours. I've picked out 3 colours here, and then I'm going to use some of Simon Hurley's Lunar Paste for the paste layer that I'm doing, and then I'm actually going to foil over the Lunar Paste. So that was the pink. I'm not making you sit through me stenciling the whole thing. I'm not that cruel. I love watching other people doing stuff, but whenever I sit down to do my editing, I always end up cutting things a little bit short. Please let me know what you prefer, if you like the edited down version or if you'd like me to do longer ones where I take my time and don't speed things up quite so much. If you see there, I left that little mistake in. I accidentally rested my hand on my stamp pad, so I thought I'd better do a quick clean up before I could carry on. But people make mistakes, so I thought I'd include that. For those of you that don't know what Stamp Wars is, it's a live interactive event on my friend Nancy Stamp's YouTube channel. Nancy organises a sponsor for us, normally a small craft company, and this time it was Pink and Main, and then sends out multiple people the exact same items to create with, and then we open those items live on camera to see what they are for the first time at the same time as you, the people watching. And it's a lot of fun to then have the same products and see what you do with them and how you would create while working at the same time as other people with the same products, and see what you end up with at the end of it. It's a great way to support smaller companies and have a lot of fun. So Nancy does that most months on her YouTube channel. This is my first time participating. It's a little bit harder with me being in Australia to get things all worked out logistics wise, but it was so much fun and I'm so thankful to Nancy and Tracy for including me. I had a lot of fun and made, I think, a couple of nice cards, and then had a great time doing this follow-up video as well. And I hope you liked what I made, and if you didn't catch samples, I'll include a link in the description below to Nancy's video. Did you catch us on Saturday night? I keep saying Saturday night, it was my Sunday morning. I'm just making sure that I get this into all the little bits and then try and get it all nice and smooth and the same thickness with no peaks and valleys, because once it's dried I'm going to run some foil through it and put it through the pink so that we can have all that beautiful shine. I was very happy with how well the Lunar Paste washed off the stencil. I just ran it under some hot water and most of it washed off on its own, and then the last little bit that was there I just rubbed over it with my fingers and it came all nice and clean. And since I did that first, you can see all the stencils are nice and clean. This one I thought I'd do a little bit different, and I just am not using the stencil in the radiating butterflies design that they've done. I'm actually just putting some butterflies all over the place in all sorts of different pastel colours and just making my own background. That was an idea I got from Tracy Shultz the other day when she was doing her stamp wars video. She used her stencil in that way, and I thought, oh, that is a genius way. I love it when you can use things not how they were designed and still come up with something equally as beautiful. This ink colour looks so dark as I'm inking, but it dries up to a beautiful pale yellow. So I've cut these ones a bit shorter so that you don't have to sit and watch me do all of my stenciling, and each colour that I'm using I've just popped up what it is on the screen. If you're interested in learning about foiling, please come across and join Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook. That's a group that was created by Nancy Stamps and Tracy. It's just a beautiful place to share your ideas with other like-minded people. Basic rules are just be kind, and that's really the main the main part of it all. You can get ideas, share projects that you're doing. It doesn't have to just be about foiling, it's about crafting and having a community that you can share your projects in. Now I'm just laying down some 16 candles. It looks so dark at first, but it dries up quite a lot lighter. And finishing off with some cotton candy. If you would like to go do some shopping at Pink and Main, if you use the code Nancy25, you'll also get yourself a free pack of snowflake foilables. They're really pretty. Each month you get a new design, so if you place an order each month, then you'll get a new pack of free foilables added on each month, and you can use that code each month. So I do a few butterflies on the side, on this side, and then I actually let these dry a little bit before I come back and do the other side of the card just so that I don't get anything stuck on the underside of my stencil. Now this next bit, I do have to be honest, I made a mistake and I forgot to press click on record to show you the foiling of the lunar pastes. So yes, I'll show you those up nice and close so that you can see what they came out like, but all I did was I put a piece of foil on top of the card panels that I've created. I put it through my mink and peeled it off like normal, and it stuck really nicely, and I have some gorgeous shiny foiled butterflies now. Just using some glue tape to get these stuck down. For the background on the sentiment, I used the same foil that I used on the butterflies just to help bring them together and make them pop nicely. And I thought I'd have them popped up on some foam squares just to give it a bit of dimension to the card. Sometimes they're stuck in two, sometimes they're stuck in one. It makes no difference to me as long as they're stuck. I should have done that over the rubbish bin instead of just there on my desk. I remember that for next time at least. Line that up and we're good to go. Very sweet. See all that beautiful gold shine? I'm so glad that Nancy set us that homework so that we challenged ourselves with doing something. I haven't actually done that before in a video. I've played with bits and pieces, but I've not actually done it and turned it into a card. So I was very happy to get a bit of homework and challenge myself. I've just got some cheap glitter card to use as my background. And didn't that turn out so sweetly? I think it did. I just used a holographic foil for the butterflies there, and then I've got a few little extras. I used the same foil on this sentiment, and then I used a silver holographic with hearts on it for the actual butterflies that I'm bringing in a moment, and that was just so that they had a bit of I don't know the word I'm looking for, that they had something to make them look a little bit extra shiny and different to the rest. And then I hit them with a tiny bit of ink just to bring in some of the pastel colours that are in the background. See, I said I remembered that time. So that Sending Smiles was one of the sentiments that was in the packet. I just stuck that down onto some of the same glitter card and then just trimmed off the extra. I just bent that body of the butterfly so that the wings pop up a little bit, and I'll do the same on the actual butterfly. Full-size butterfly, not half butterfly. They're both actual butterflies. Well, not real ones. I'm not a crazy person sticking real butterflies onto my birthday cards. Or onto my cards. Let me just do a quick clean up and then I'll show you what I created. So that was the first one with the gold lunar paste that I then put the foil over, and then in the centre that's actually used a rainbow glitter foil, which is pretty. And then this is the soft pastel one that I did using all holographic foils. I hope you like them. Let me know which one was your favourite. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.